Welcome. This is Mark from Culture Shop. For those who haven't been through to the store and met me yet, thanks very much for tuning in. Tonight, we have a guest that we're going to be talking to.
Thank you.
Paul from Lion Tree.
Hello, hello.
Who is Lion Tree? Where did you guys start? What made you get into LED grow lights?
Okay, so we've been going for, how it started was that we were growers and we were messing around with indoor, we were mostly outdoor. And then we messed around with a bit of indoor growing, so we used our HIDs and we used our like metal halides and high pressure sodiums. And we were getting good results. You know, you always get your good results from your high power HIDs. They never disappoint when used correctly. Because too much can be a problem. So we used those for a while, and then we found the electrical bills to be a bit high, relamping, noisy. Had a few issues with them. Yeah, bad, we didn't have the best at that time, but yeah. So we thought ourselves, you know, the market seems to be shifting, or the technology seems to be shifting towards LED. So we thought we may as well, you know, if we're gonna start growing something, let's grow something good, and let's get a good light, and let's try and make it happen. So we did some research, and we found a company that could help us out with some prototyping, and we ran a few sample runs.
Nice.
And we had excellent results, so we decided we wanted to share. Yeah, and that's why we started making Lion Tree lights, and we make them good and strong. And
what sets you guys apart from everybody else on the market? I mean, there's 100 different options to choose from lighting, from your big name brands, we're not going to mention any specifically, to no name brands, which you can get at your sort of your lower cost purchasing areas. You get things on Takealot, even if you've got China malls and things like that. You can get stuff for really cheap, and it's a 4,000 watt LED, but you're not getting the results. And why is that?
So with lighting, you basically get what you pay for, and most of the time, okay, you get what you pay for. So when people start saying they got 5,000 watt LED lights or 1,000 watt LED lights, these numbers are normally inflated, or they'll run it on, I'm not, you know, how they'll come up with the number, I'm not sure, but we don't come up with a number like that. We come up with what it draws off the wall. So when it draws 240 off the wall to 240 watt lights, we match up the modules to be perfect for that driver. We get the actual spectrum correct. We mount it all together. We make sure they all work in harmony, and we ended up with a very good grow light.
No, I think that's an important factor there to consider. I think a lot of the guys, when they first looked at LED lightings as an option, or LED lighting as an option, the true wattage of the wall draw versus what you're actually getting is a big misnomer there. And there's quite a big difference between what they often are quoted versus what they end up being. And I think that's where, guys, you'll see a lot of secondhand sales on the different groups on Facebook, many of the cannabis forums. Done one grow, lights in perfect condition, but XYZ. And generally speaking, I think the real reason that they're selling it after one grow is it's not working for them.
Yes. So, you know, everyone's got to start somewhere. You know, everyone can't just run, or maybe some people can, but a lot of people can't run to the best and greatest straight away. So yes, you got your blurples and you got your quantum boards, which are very good. I mean, and then you get your different chips that you can buy. So you get your like Bridgelux chips, you get your Samsung chips, you get your LMBs, you get your different spectrums. So all of these things cost money to put together, all this research. Now to buy a light that sells 1,000 watts and it's $50, you're not going to get that return out of it. And so I would say there are a lot of good lights out there. The problem is that if you've got 240 watts of light, there's only so much light you can produce out of 240 watts. The efficiency is where it starts coming into it on how much light you can produce out of the same wattage.
What makes the efficiency? I don't know if you want to just try and explain the efficiency there. So in terms of maybe even a running cost perspective.
Okay, so if you've got a light that's using 400 watts, you know, it's a 400 watt metal halide or a 600 watt metal halide, that's how much you're going to be pulling off the wall, 600 watts. If you multiply that 600 watts by how long you're going to be using that lamp for in your grow, that's how much it's going to cost you. So if it's 600 watts versus probably a LED would be 340 watts, that difference is what you're saving. You're saving the difference there, as well as your relamping costs. as well as LED having a much longer lifespan and longevity than HIDs. I think there's still a place for HID. I think you must match your light specifically to your grow space. That is the key thing. You can't just sell LED for everything.
Yeah.
Certain circumstances, HID is king, or ceramic metal halide, which is also performing very well now.
Yeah, especially the double-ended side of things.
Yes.
Now everyone's on the DE side, so
Yes,
it's yeah. Look, I mean, I think it's also with LED. There's other things as well that you benefit from. Your heat savings, especially if you live on the coast. We all know what it's like with extra heat and humidity and
Yes.
things like that.
As soon as your heat goes up,
the dreaded white powdery mildew. That it's a sort of it's a bad word in many growers' circles.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's those kind of things that you can save on. So
a metal halide bulb will go like past 2,000 degrees, you know,
100%.
and you got that in your grow space.
And again, matching the grow space to the right lighting, I think, is important because guys think, "Fuck, I want to get dank nugs, so let's grab 1,000-watt double end and let's grow in a 8-foot tent."
Yeah,
and
don't put CO2.
yeah, and then they wonder what's going on. And
Actually,
again,
going to lose crop instead of gaining crop. We've got the 100-watt double barrel. I mean, that's a light that we designed in-house. It's a very good unit. I've had a lot of people have a lot of success out of it. Then we have Limpet, which is a very nice light as well. It's got a very good spectrum, can be used 750, 200 watts, very good light. Then for the bigger grow, we have a 240 watts. And then for the even bigger grow, we have a 320 watts. And then if you want to go even bigger, we can do a 640, which we have. So yeah, we range right from 100 watts all the way through to 640 at the moment, and we can custom make.
So you could essentially replace any variant of high pressure sodium or variant of lighting from your 250 watts to 400 to 600 watt to 1,000 watt.
Yes,
with it.
We can custom make it. We can change the lenses on it. We can mount it high, low. You tell us how you want it. We will design it. We will even come and consult. We'll give you some advice. We'll let you know how to make your grow room work the way it should.
Cool. And just to add to that, I mean, being full spectrum lights as well, they are dimmable, so you can use them for a whole bunch of intended purposes. It's not just for flowering or just for veg. You can use one light from the start all the way to the end.
Yes. So in your veg stage, you don't want to give them too much light. So that's where the dimming comes in. So you like turn them down. You know, everyone always wants to hammer the plants. You know, they want, they always want to get in there. And
wait for week 5, then you start hammering.
You know, they want to unleash the gates of hell on their plants, like right from the beginning. Well, you don't need to. I mean, they only need about 400 or 500 in the beginning.
100%.
I mean, then they're going to create the nice big canopies, the nice big solar cells to take in all the energy, and then you hit them with that light at the end and off they go.
Where can you get the Lion Tree grow lights? From Culture, Canna Lifestyle Store, in Delcane Centre, Kloof, or online. Our website address is cultureshop.co.za. All of the information regarding the lights is there. Delivery options are there as well. Another nice thing, being an authorized reseller of them and Paul also being locally based from us, we also offer the service drop-off. So any service queries can be facilitated quite easily and seamlessly with us. We'll make sure that they get to Paul and swapped out. Local service, 5-year warranty as well. So yeah, not much to lose out on there.
Go grab your lights.